All sorts of legal opportunities.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's great to see so many people packed in here.
This is Oaksterdam University in Los Angeles, where you can learn everything you need to know about opening up a medical marijuana dispensary.
The idea of our quick class in this Grow Lab is to try to explain what you can start with and what you can get into in an advanced section, and what you kind of need to kind of turn the light on and get started.
On this Saturday morning, the classroom was packed.
I think this is a very good business opportunity.
It's all part of a growing trend, a cottage industry centered around the growing acceptance of marijuana use, from technical advice to trade shows, from legal advice to lobbying.
This is a pretty exciting thing to be able to come here and meet with other cannabinistas to learn a little bit.
Even with LA's latest effort to crack down on the clinics here, Oaksterdam University predicts there will be plenty of business down the road.
These Measure Z ordinances, which was adopted in Oakland in 2005, may point to a future.
Perhaps lots of business. California could become the first state in the country to legalize the drug for recreational use as well. Come November, Californians will be asked to vote on yet another marijuana ballot initiative. This one would allow anyone over 21 to buy, use, possess, or cultivate marijuana. It would prohibit smoking the drug in public or around minors. If voters legalize marijuana, say supporters, it could mean a big boost to the state's ailing treasury, more than $1 billion in sales tax revenue. But opponents, including the Association of Police Chiefs, say the costs outweigh the benefits, especially during a budget crisis.
For the first time in my 30-year career, law enforcement officers are being laid off throughout the state. The state of California is releasing 40,000 prisoners back into the population. When you have all that, why now do you also want to put another intoxicant into the system, and we're going to have to deal with all those social issues? It's a perfect storm for a disaster in California.
I have been spending 17 years now discussing this issue publicly, and I'm shocked that we are still in this same problem today.
James Gray might seem like an unlikely advocate of legalization. He is a retired Orange County Superior Court judge and a Republican.
We could save, as taxpayers, literally $1 billion that now we spend of taxpayer money in a futile effort to eradicate marijuana, as well as to continue to prosecute and incarcerate nonviolent marijuana offenders. And by the way, you can tell how successful we are in its eradication, because marijuana is the largest cash crop in the state of California today.
Legalizing pot, says Gray, would take the market away from the criminal cartels. Prohibition, he says, is not working, no matter what the opponents may say.
And if they start saying, oh, it's to keep the drugs away from our children, they're wrong. It's easier for our young people to get marijuana than alcohol. If they're going to say, well, we're going to reduce violence, we're going to perpetuate the rule of law, they're wrong. It's doing the absolute opposite. 60% of all of the drug cartels' profits in Mexico come from the sale of marijuana, with all of the drug-related violence that goes down there.
It's naive to think that should marijuana be legalized in the state of California, the cartels are going to walk away from this. And what we don't want to see in California is the crime and the drug battles and the murders you see going on south of the border right now. We don't want to see those battles in the streets of California at this time next year.
The ballot initiative campaign is likely to be expensive, with both sides of the legalization debate spending millions of dollars. Recent polls show the vote could go either way.
If they're adults, let them do it. Regulate it, control it, tax it, and we'll be far, far ahead of where we are today.
Whatever the outcome in November, one thing's for sure. Other states will be watching to see which way the wind blows, even if they aren't quite ready to inhale. I'm Judy Muller in Los Angeles for Need to Know.